to recall others. Just because it's going to be more particular with our seating arrangements, especially who we let in. And so if we could allow others to know how we set the table, um, then I think that sets a precedent. So people understand when they get their karma, you know, what it's related to. So I think that's at least where to start. Okay, positive affirmation. Is this Monday? No, it's Wednesday. Did I even do positive affirmations this week? Holy smokes! I don't think I did. Let's do positive affirmations right now. Angels of light and love, I welcome you in. To direct and protect these messages, my chakras, my orders, my space, my work, my health and wellness, and that of my children. Thanks for very nice. I had work today. It was a dainty 4 hour shift. A dainty 4 hours that will help pay for what? The photocopies that I need to make in order to serve and get like paperwork done for the legality of my destination. I don't know what will pay for the roof over my head, but we take one step at a time. And I realized, I upon leaving this place, certain avenues, I have to do it with a great deal of grace, which means there's gratitude and appreciation how it got me this far. But at a certain point, you have to realize also when you meet your threshold, like what I think I've had my fill. I've just about had my fill. It had 0% to do really with customers, even though I know that some of them are, if not over half of them are in on this little secret agenda. I think, wow. And once you see the truth, that you can't unsee it. Things are just, dude, I don't even know where to start. I've been tired. And I just feel like I should be at a place that values me. Not just for what they can get out of me, but understanding how to reciprocate and employing that. When I get into this, I know that people are going to be like, oh my God, you're doing so petty, this and that, or, why don't you just buck up? But when you really think about it, when you get to the echelon, they think they see things within principles and the subtleties. And so whether you're talking about this scale or that scale, it's all relative. They don't fuck around. They don't invite others to find out after doing so. They don't welcome that energy. The wisest is the wise don't. But they will cross that bridge if they ever come to that. So when I gave my number, no. I relinquished my number by default in order to follow through um, the prompt to text my supervisor, um, just as a reminder, like, hey, I'm open because so and so had left, like, um, or they, like, I don't know even how to describe it, like, they quit, yeah, they left. So that's at least 20 to 25 hours a week for the next 3 weeks that are open. And I am well more than experience. Um, so regardless of being the new kid on the block, the newest kid on the block, for the department or let alone the store. No, I can't say store because there's so many hires. Um, um, all kinds of excuses can be made as um, to invalidate me, but there's so much more to validate me with. So it's just crazy to me. It's crazy to me to be working at the level that I am when I can be employed otherwise and to get the minimal amount of respect. Dude, I I followed the prompt as of Saturday evening because she said that she was going to be looking at the schedule um, to to set it for Monday. Just like rearranging some things. So I gave it consideration of following through that same evening. I didn't wait till late. It wasn't even evening. But I followed through with that to give her some time, give her some fucking respect. And what happens is Sunday passes, and I see her that day because she didn't respond. I told you I gave a courtesy of like, hey, just checking in, not trying to like rush or anything. And this was all sincere. I wasn't upset about anything, but like it was just an honest check. And so the day rolls by, nothing. Um, what is it? See, I'm forgetting the mountain days, but several like at least 2 days had passed. Nothing. Monday, nothing. It's Tuesday now, and Tuesday evening. Um, sometimes today in the afternoon, she asks me like I'm like realizing I just so in order for her not to get in trouble or whatever by some inside person, um, she offers me to stay an extra 15 minutes. You know what 15 minutes is? It's $5. Less than $5. $5 before tax. So it's like I relinquished my phone number, my private information, in order for the possibility to gain what $5 this week. That's what kind of respect. So she wouldn't get in trouble for prompting me likewise. The respect that she gave me was that um, she paid out. She was willing to pay out $5 to get my personal contact information. You know, and do you know how fucked up that is? I saw her today. I didn't respond to it because like that's what you're willing to offer me. I came in and I noticed somebody was extended for 4 hours. 4 hours. You know what I mean? Like, don't just read me and don't pay me out in like what crackers. Listen, serious. So anyway, I saw her today. She didn't. Um, she knew that I caught on to her, and so she did not greet me at all, and she avoided me, and I likewise. Um, except for myself. There were a few people that were trying to be like nice with me. I think people are catching on to the fact that I've had myself, and that I'm definitely, I'm at that point where I am not sharing my wealth with others. When that time comes, I do remember faces, I do remember names, I do remember instances, and I remember what it means to reciprocate and how there's an imbalance already. So I am fair with that. But anyway, I'm sure you probably don't want to hear about all of this. I mean, you want to see my sketch for today? I got a little tangled up, but I was supposed to do certain things, so I did it, and I done did it. Um, but it's a black yes, I'm so excited. And my white Yeah. So that's what was PC about today. So this is, I guess, how I should be doing my reading today. Just need to get frustrated. Anyway, I have to share with you. Okay, since I did not respond to that, it was so slow. For the last 2 hours of the day, it was absolutely gnarly slow. And you know what that told me? I'm not even telling you about the whole thing. It was in the family slow. And I said, you know what? I so and so, I know if you really need me to stay an extra 15 minutes, because I've got a lot of stuff to do tomorrow, and I'm just weighing out, the money and my time, and it just doesn't make sense. Especially with how slow it is. And she was very nice about it. She was very nice about it. This isn't my supervisor, but she was very nice about it. And she said, no, you can go with me if you want to, if there's, we'll see how it is on that, during that time frame, and so I really appreciated that. Um, we were just being, I was being fair with it. But you got the full brunt of the bit, that, my inner on that level. And, yeah, so there's stuff like that happening. I just, it's hard to report to someone who takes being neutral so well, you know. I really wanted to romanticize the fact that she was, like, at the very least, neutral, you know. That, I just really wanted that. So, I luckily have a spare tarot deck in my car. I always keep one with me, accessible. When times get tough, I mean, I had a harsh day already, and I kept that to my Instagram because not everybody gets to have absolute, so much access to me. So I have to start, like, calling in the circle. And even, like, with some of those people, I've got to vet, who stays and who goes. But in the meantime, you get to see how much karma gathers, and, you know, sometimes people have their soul with me, and because of the karma that kept going. So we'll see what happens, you know? We'll just see about all of this. So, with what I've experienced in totality today, I don't, I don't have to say. I've already experienced the reality check that there are certain things that won't be paid for this month and possibly the next. There are certain things, due dates, that I probably missed. What is it saying here? Okay. Eight of Wands in reverse, Nine of Wands in reverse, and Knight of Cups in reverse. Facing the Empress. Who's facing me here? Somebody that doesn't want to talk to me really. I mean, they do, but they won't say anything. But they've lowered their guard enough to be here. And underground, are quite fond of me. Energy is energy, and it doesn't go by just one name. So maybe that's the atmosphere at work. The person that I told you about that didn't want me to tell you their last name, he was, uh, he was supposed to move out of state, and magically he appeared today. He appeared today, and I caught him um, uh, when I went on my break, and that was kind of weird, you know. How synchronous is that? So anyway, there are signs telling me how what's happening here is very much related to an old contact from late last year. And I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, there's like an underground um, friendship. I don't converse with that person directly, but I know that he pulled me a favor by employing me, like getting a friend of a friend of a network to like employ me. I know that for a fact because of the messaging that I do receive at work. I know for a fact. That's how you. That's how we have our fun talking to each other. Right? It's like he just wants to make himself known, his presence known, but we have to keep away from each other, kind of like two sisters. Um, and definitely that person I have now. Um, so what showed up here in that, and the Three of Wands, extroverted or accentuated, the Knight of Wands in reverse, Page of Wands, Eight of Cups, and the Hermit. So I know that he is a silent supporter. Um, there's such a sweetness in him, seriously. But you know, there is a dark side as well. Yeah. Um, and I know he likes the way we communicate. You know, just in a different way. Um, what is happening? Yeah. Oh my gosh. Holy, come back with energy. There's a gravitational pull of spirit. It's undeniable because I very much tapped into the darkness. So much so it's like knock knock knock. Who's there? Like talking on the window, like, and then you know it's constantly to look outside. It's very sweet. Um, and Three of Wands extroverted. Yeah, so this is definitely long distance kind of communication. So when I say long distance, it's kind of like you have to tap into the ethers rather. It's like long division. um, yeah. So, all right. So enough of that because this is not really about our connection. This is more about what I need to do next. Like I need to step away from the situation, and um, there's so many options out there. Like I have already come to the realization that no one will employ me for office work. No one will. I've already accepted that, um, and that's the whole reason why I haven't applied for a very long time for office work. And I really thought that maybe, possibly, that I could get back into it again. But no one will even hire me. They won't even. Like, I don't even, if somebody doesn't, like, if there's no intention to hire me, I don't want to interview. I don't, okay? People know when they want to hire someone. Energetically, that's what they're doing now. So five of swords kind of in reverse, but also accentuated. And then moon card, upright, but also accentuated. Oh wait. Okay. So the five of swords is in reversal, but also what do you call it? Weird and inward. This is very complex. And then the moon card is upright, but accentuated. So this is manifesting. This is a huge manifestation. I think that's what this artist. So, but I win. This is a huge manifestation where I absolutely win. There's something. Is it humbling? There's something that like I can force it. That's what it is. Holy smokes! That's why it was such like so complex. That energy is like I win. Like I don't have to um like um I don't have to. I can put the swords down, but I win. I win this battle. Um, by forcing. Like I don't want to play with you anymore. I gotta. It's all good. Um, I don't need to compromise. Um, any aspect of my playtime. Like I should be enjoying whatever I'm doing, especially if it's underemploying my skills. Um, oh, and someone came in also after talking about sculpting. It was out of all the 3 and something months that I've worked there. No one has ever like all of a sudden a sculptor is here. You know what I mean? Like it's the synchronicity. Like, dude, I could and will be doing so much better. You know, I like seeing the fluctuations of a number at like head count and then no head count, and no head count. Um, I do appreciate the reality check that like not everybody like sometimes nobody's interested in what I'm saying. And I mean in certain present tenses, but I know I have my crowd and I'm not here to people please. Um, it gives a reality check though that if um on just like the common ground of conversing with someone, um, that uh, like that's how many times people tap out, like not interested, not interested. And it's the tension of human connection. Um, and I'm not 100% like into talking about myself and my world, but get to hash things out. Um, and it's cool. Nobody listens, and that's fine. Um, I made for something else. Yeah, I know, but I'm made for another crowd. That's what it is. Another era, another crowd. It's 100%. I know. I'm. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. Hmm. Amen. What is this? The Queen of Wands. Restore. And the Seven of Swords. What is the Seven of Swords? Are we doing a whole takeaway thing? Where I just move away like a thief in the night. See if that makes it. Yeah, Ace. Oh my God, sure is saying that. Look at that, Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, moving away like a thief in the night. And it pertains to nobody else except me because there's no help out here. And all the people that dropped in and dropped out. Mm-hmm. For sure. Just to hang out. The Nine of Coins. I mean, if you point nine coins, like, seriously together, looking at that, that's just nonsensical right there. Um, with all access pass info, dude, this is a huge takeaway for me. Like, knowing when to say no. Like, when you've had your fill, you say when. That's what they're saying. That, um, you call the shot. So let's say you're bartending or whatever, hosting a party, and you're serving shots basically. And um, mm, I don't even know if that's the best way to describe it. I probably not because people like to have large shots. So, um, but then there's something about like knowing when it's time to leave. Like I asked my angels, my guides, he's giving me a sign, like like a series of signs to tell me when, to let me know when it's time to leave. But I think this round of learning, I mean, they gave me like suggestions to leave. They gave me advice to leave, but they didn't give me like absolute directions to absolutely leave. And the only reason why they've done that in the past was because like I was in absolute danger. Like they would have definitely tried to hurt me. They would have definitely just made attempts to really yeah, exactly. So they gave me wiggle room here because there are some sisters admirers, but I think what's behind that, the high priestess in reverse. Um I think they were just leaving it up to me as far as when to decide. Like, okay, when I'm looking at things, I have to gauge like my bills and this and that, and knowing that I have to accept that there's an because I'm not going to do myself here, but I realize that I have to make a decision not to pay certain bills and have no fear in that because that's factual. That's what my work is offering, and I didn't realize that I could apply for um, full time, like a fuller schedule. That it's not just like that's something that you're swimming through the internet or whatever, you just find out on your own. Um, I was always told you just go to the people and you express your interest and that's it. And that's how I got my way in certain areas. But for this particular avenue, there's some politics that are involved, and you have to go a different way about it. So I'm not into learning that BS way. I'm not into that. Um, so understanding that, like, why would I have any fear? Like, if I'm gonna come in short to paying for things, why not just make a full-on decision and just step out of this job um, on my way to another? I don't have to have my security blanket like so tightly wound um, before something else comes through. Like I can make that decision, and spirit will just allow. I think the world will allow things to come into fruition for what comes next. So either something will come through, like within that direct timing, or I will experience what um, what it's like to make that decision and just be brave and bold and allow another bill not to be paid. Um, without compromising my energy, without giving any more of my energetic wealth to all these bullshitters. I know, I know that's the truth of it though. I have to understand my worth, and when I realize that there's so much being taken or perceived as given away for free, energetically speaking, that's high magic. So I gotta make a decision. Gotta make a decision. I thought people can allow peace in me again. Page of Pentacles. I need to reserve some of my own. Like I need to invest in myself, and I don't really feel like I'm investing. Like it was so slow that I could do training there, like on the spot, like on the internet. I could just pull into it. Like I tried doing training. Um, I engaged with it with like a couple of the courses, and then I realized this is very much customized to this particular company, or this facet of work that I'm doing, which is very like underemploying me. So I just lost interest. I lost interest. Like, what what is this leading me to? What this this is not guaranteeing. This is not leading into like a segue into um a better place for me here. You know. So here strength. Yeah. Even though I'm strength tuning, spirit saying that I'm strong. Like whatever I'm saying is absolutely solid. That I would be doing myself a favor and meeting this space so that they can really see what it's like. What the difference is like. I told you before. There's a difference of like not having me and then having me. And then there's also a huge difference after you've had me when I pull away. There's a huge difference there. So I would like to see what happens upon my leave. And I'm not supposed to pay attention to the aftermath of what's to come to them. Because I think I got the gist of what it feels like today. It's going to be quiet. Like a couple of weeks ago, I went to a competitor's place, and it was like, it was so silent, it was dead in there. It was absolutely dead. And so I feel like that's what's happening. Because I just wanted to get a contrast as far as the foot traffic between here and there. And I know we're one of the better producing like um, places within our region, but I have to give myself some credit. Like I know I've got to attribute that to my presence. I know it because the matches are huge. They think they is. So let's see what happens. I want to see what happens. I want to see what happens for me this time, rather than paying attention to what's going to happen to them. You know, you know what's following me? Um, and this is weird and it's a good thing. Yeah. That's funny. You have this visitor here. You have this visitor right here and now. Tell me, please. Tell me about this visitor right here. Please be still. You got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, the Fool card in reverse, and the Fountain in reverse. Somebody is, these, um, these are very, very abundant cards. These are super abundant cards. And this is somebody that's doing very, very well, but like secretly, like secret life. Um, they like their privacy for sure. Um, because the to be on full journey, um, with like a geyser of an Ace of Cups, basically, and heading towards the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. And this is what it looks like facing up. Okay, so this is undercover. Okay, this is undercover. That's what they're showing me. Oh look, it's the shadow of a crucifix right there. Very much protected. Um, yeah, that's that's who's just here, just now. They don't want me to read them. Um, that's okay. Uh, I just need to check your energy sometimes with legitimacy of who's visiting me. I have to. It's important for me to protect my energy. Um, so today was a great awakening. Like seriously, I saw something on. It was something about. Um, I'll put it on the clip as part as um, it was like a film essay, typically a video essay, and the most fucked up thing about it was that um, there was something about like beauty, like it's like kind of like a double-edged sword or something like that. I think the part that was neglected was the fact that the women in her area who felt severely like threatened because of somebody else's beauty, whether like internal or external or whatever, they felt so threatened that they gave her an absolute hard time. Um, and regardless of whether that's like the human conditioning of pitting women against each other because of the male gaze or whatever it is, or um, the establishment of masculine energy being something to cater to. Um, like at some point, you have to realize in the same logic, like you have to grow up and stop saying that your parents did this and that. You have to take accountability, personal accountability, rather than constantly playing that card. And so I think the most fucked up thing about it was like after going through all those trials, that this lady that was um, severely outcasted and like it was more than outcasted. There was bullying, there was a lot of violence, um, even by her own kind. Um, and at the time that she needed help the most, um, is when people just saw her as a thing. Um, and I think towards the end, um, after she reconnected with her like person and going through all these trials, um, she stopped wearing dresses and stopped looking like basically a dame. I mean, she didn't look like a hooker or anything, but um, the fact that she had to dumb herself down and weather herself down in order for her female counterparts to lower their guard and um, be, accept her. And do you know how fucked up that is? Like, I don't know. That is, no. That is the most, you'll see it once I post the video, like the relationship with that. But the fact that people are like, oh, she gained weight, oh, she has wrinkles, oh, this and that, oh, like, she went through all of this, and she's not wearing, the fact that people are aesthetically, like, caving in to, this, this idea of this woman, not being so much of a threat because aesthetically speaking, she doesn't fit that part anymore, that she's accepted, like, how is that, like, a fucking happy ending? I would not want to, like, associate with people that are still within burlesque mindset. Like, you know what I mean? The fact that I have to kill a certain spirit.
Others to accept me? No. No. Like, to let me in? No. So that's what I was seeing in, like, the clickiness of certain avenues. And I know that that's in every workplace. But dude, when I create my own empire, that shit is, I'm not fucking around with that. King of Swords, for sure, not. Bottom of the deck, Three of Swords in reverse, yeah. So, anyway, I think that's all that I really wanted to say here. There are some vital things that I need to take care of today, and tomorrow. But I think part of it is really, I mean, it's a step-by-step process, but I really am going to try very hard to get myself out of this particular place. I deserve better. I truly deserve better. And I will miss some people. Not miss them, but I will, I've grown fond over certain people. And they know it. They know it. Um, but I can't sell myself for less than what I'm truly deserving of. It's kind of like wasting time, the allowance of it. Sphere, what do you have to say about it? Am I really don't feel like I'm jumping the gun here. I really feel like it's, because you wouldn't bring me into this realization unless it was time. Time for me to think more of myself and putting myself in that situation again. Like, what is this? My Ten of Swords in reverse and the Emperor in reverse. What's in the bottom? Nine of Pentacles. What is that all about? Oh my gosh, I just realized that my... Oh my gosh. Hold on a sec. My battery just died. Great. Alright. I know how to jumpstart my car. Okay. So it's about time where I have to... I didn't realize that my headlights were on for the past, 45 minutes. And that my car was on, so now the battery died, so I'm going to have to, like, restart this. You know, life is good. Life is good. You learn all kinds of things and how to be chill and reboot, basically. And that's what basically, I think that's that's a huge signifier of what perfect timing spirit in spirits reminding me, like, tapping me on the shoulder, like, time to reboot, time to get up, time to work on that phoenix energy, like, time to activate it, not work on it. It's there, but time to activate it. Yeah. Saber-toothed tiger, that kind of thing. Bottom, yeah, Nine of Pentacles. And in the middle, High Priestess in reverse, and on the top of the deck is, again, the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. So, I think that's it for right now. Thank you very much for my true supporters, my true supporters. Thank you so very much for donating light and love in your many ways, your most ethical ways. Thank you for respecting my time, my space, my energy, and my work, and that my health and wellness, and that of our children's. So upon closing all portals, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas due, assisting with the rollout of that sequence. In light and love, I close all portals. Now.